I thought it'd be fun to share with you my 10 favorite pedals that I've been using for years in some form or another. The first video that you're going to see today is the Pedal Pal PAL 800 V4. Now I did a V3 pedal video about 3 years ago, and I said it then, I'll say it again, it was so good, I actually sold my JCM 800 and my JCM 800 Studio 20 watt amp from Marshall. I loved not only the way this pedal sounded, but I loved the way it felt. This new version has a couple things that the other version didn't have. The first thing, it's smaller. It's a smaller platform. So that's really cool. They made it about the size of a Boss pedal, which is nice. The other thing they added is a couple mods. Now there's in standard the middle switch, and the middle switch is the middle mode, you have just a JCM 800. However, if you switch it up to the 34 mod, you're gonna get Slash's modified 800 sound. And then if you switch it down, you get the number 7 mod, which is a mod they did on the last pedal. And I'll explain what I think that is. Whether I'm right or wrong, I'll at least give you my logic behind it. Now, the first thing I want to tell you is they're made in Venezuela by hand, and these are artisan pedals, which means when you get these pedals, they're not made by a team of people, they're made by the actual designers who are the builders themselves. So they have a personal touch to them, that's for sure. To show off this pedal, I'm playing my Gibson Les Paul Classic with 57 classic pickups in it. I'm running through a Fender 68 reissue Princeton and running that out into a 112 cabinet with a creamback selection in it. Clean's gonna sound like this. So very clean, and that's kind of what I want to show you. When I say it does something more than just sound like a Marshall, I want to show you something. It sounds like a Marshall to me. It sounds like 800. But it doesn't have that exact response like a Marshall. It's a little squishier. And one thing that you can do to a Marshall, everybody does to a Marshall in fact, is crank all the controls on 10. So now listen to the EQ settings on 10. Now it sounds like a Marshall to me, and it feels like it too. It's got that quick, tight response. I leave these EQ settings. This is how I use my pedal. And then I use the presence control just to add or take away a little bit of the high frequency, depending on your amp and the room settings. Now what I want to do is turn the gain down to halfway and show the 34 mod, which is the Slash mod. So when you go to that neck pickup, now let's go to the 7 mod. I think this is actually the Joe Bonamassa mod, in my opinion. Let's go to the middle. That's back to the 800. And to me, now you get more of a rock blues sound. Now, one beautiful thing about the 800s, the Marshalls, is that a lot of people refer to them as the, kind of the 80s rock amps for sure, but a lot of them are like mid-gain amps. They think of them as like having a lot more gain than a blues amp, a lot more gain than obviously a Plexi, but not in the heavy gains territory. But let's go ahead and crank this thing up. We're gonna leave it in the middle position, now with the EQ setting, and we're gonna give it just a little bit more presence, a little bit more attack. And you'll be really shocked what you can get away with this thing. where we actually talk about how it cleans up. Let's go ahead and roll the volume back on the neck pickup. Okay, so that's it. That's the PAL 800, a Marshall in a box, so to speak. That's more than just the Marshall sound, but it's the Marshall feel. And a couple things to tell you that are important is it does have an internal trim pot where you can actually give it even more gain. I have not adjusted it from the settings that Lewis sent it to me in. Like I said, I trust these guys to know Marshall better than Marshall themselves. And so I wouldn't mess with this. Like I said, I kind of know what they're going after. I've had enough conversation with them. This pedal is about $200. It ships straight to you on Reverb from Venezuela, and you can go ahead and buy it if you use the links down below. They're not affiliate links, but I wanted to at least get you there, so if you want to check out the pedals even more. And like I said, these are just the nicest guys. I've been talking about their product for many years, and you know, they just live, eat, and breathe Marshall. And I just wanted to give it a shout out again. This is the V4 Pedal Pal and PAL 800. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, I want to thank you so much for spending some time with me today. To the next time, know your gear.